Okay, let's see. Can I get a win today, though, despite the level of opposition or potential level of opposition now? Okay, DrMabuse. I could play the Dutch. It's knight F3, maybe. Dutch Lenningrad. Oh, B3 very solid. Okay, what about this plan knight A6 to C7? I don't want to play for E5 that quick. I want to wait for C4. Okay, now this plan better, because maybe so E5 E4 standard sort of stuff, maybe. On the other hand, he's controlling E5, so I need to make sure I'm not losing a pawn. Can I just take that bishop F5? Sort of try and get a French defence structure. I think I've seen this process in the Simon Williams game actually against Rendell, British Championship. Rendell sort of made it a sort of French defence structure. Can I do the same? If I can play for E6 and D5, sort of French defence undertones. I'm going to lose this A7. Does that have significance? It's pinned at the moment. So H6 G5, E6 D5, maybe D5 straight away. I don't know. Knight H4, Bishop G4, D5 straight away. I don't know. E5 square. How on the E5 square? So H6 G5, I think, just to make sure that Knight H4 is ruled out, which he just plays here anyway. That's a bit of a shame. What about Bishop G4 here? Knight G6. Okay, time to play this. Now that if he's going to swap that off, there's nothing on E5. There isn't a monster knight on E5. Can I in fact play takes with a pawn? Take with the rook, there's bishop H3 anyway, so let's rule that out. So something like E6 and I think then a knight maneuver. So I'll reinforce. I want to get my knight to E4. If I play rook E7, knight E8, knight D6, knight C4. It's got bishop A3 though, it's going to interrupt that as well. He's going to play bishop H5. Okay, I'm going to get out of that tactic as well now. I'm going to reroute maybe to bishop B4 just to get rid of this battery on E6. I can move the knight after that. So bishop B4 could be a nuisance if he plays bishop B2. Plays rook E2. Ah, okay. I'll keep. Well, the knight's holding up E6, so I can get this rook to G7. If I get the rook to G7, queen D6 after. Rook F6. Right. Which way? I could just take with the knight. It's queen E6. Take the C pawn or the E pawn. I think taking. If I take with the C pawn, I don't know. Take with the C pawn. What advantage is that? If I take with the E pawn, there's no pressure on E6. I'll take with the E pawn. Just get rid of that E6. He's got queen E5 coming up, which is annoying. Knight B5 to D6. He's got queen E6. I've got pressure on D4. Knight C3 to E4. And that means that's okay. Knight C3 to E4. If he has to take like that, get this pawn pawn there, pass pawn for the ending. Get my king to f5, get into the light squares later. So knight e4. Oh, hang on. Okay, got to protect this guy as well. So king h7 here. So he's going to swap that off, get that pawn, protected pass pawn. Is there a knight g3 idea as well? If I can pretend there's a knight g3 is on the cards. Is knight g3 on the cards? You could lose the rook in one variation. Could end up losing the rook. Let's calculate king f1, check, check, king d3. Oh, let's not think too much about that. How can I evict his rook or improve this position? Okay, I think... No, that would lose f5. No, it doesn't. Not yet, but it's pretty dangerous for bishop g6. I wonder about that knight g3. Was that a missed opportunity to check? I can't see force win after king d3 in that variation. Can I play for rook e7 without bishop g6? I think there's bishop g6 if rook e7. What do I do to evict this rook? What about knight d6 or rook d6? Just temporarily, because I can't afford to use. Okay, f5 is a bit of a problem. Is he going to go for a minority attack? Can I try and stop that? I'll play a5 here. He's going to play b4. He's going to temporarily sack a pawn sack. Can I keep this rook? Try and trap the rook. He's going to give me my pass pawn. Get the king over. He's going to try and target this one. This is a weakness. I don't know, where do I get my king? Where? King g6, f5, or I have to wait for that bishop? Oh, he's temporarily sacking a pawn. I don't know if c5 is any good. Just go for his a pawn. I'm going to be in passive position now. Knight d6 to c4. Try that. There's b6 to shield b7. Oh, there's bishop e2. Hang on, just dropped a pawn. Ah, the rook's, hang on, so passive. Can I just get that rook out of there? 1 minute each. Let's start the pre-moves. Pre-move time. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Can I get the rook to the 7th at least to try and generate some counterplay? 1 rook to the 7th without leaving my 7th. This is getting pretty nasty pretty quickly. Pre-move time. Does it help? Nope. Ouch. Oh, what a nasty pin. Ah, yes! Oh man! Oh, that went downhill. Oh. Oh man. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. This happens. We get beaten up this morning, I'm afraid. There was something going on there. I thought it was better for a bit, maybe, potentially. Let's flip the board. So, it seems this is a position. This looks kind of passive. His bishop was actually very annoying on h5. I think getting the knight to e4, I must have been doing well here. But his rook's also kind of annoying. It's sort of artificially placed but annoying pieces. I think here just, unfortunately, what about just rook e7? That would have, this one, not bishop, not this one, but this one. Then there's no rook f6, and that would have been a very nice, or would it? There's bishop g6 check, and bishop takes f5. This f5 pawn is a problem in the position, and he picks on that. The temporary pawn sack's pretty good, because he's creating an access route to b7 here, and I guess I should again just keep tight here. Just knight e4, not knight c4. That was a big problem. Playing b6, it was protected. Okay, I could wait for him to play rook b8. So this b7's now a problem. But then there's always knight d6. There's some time to break this down still. There's some moves needed to break down this structure. I just made it a lot easier with b6. This was going downhill now. Comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.